guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with the beginning of a reading vlog. So I am mostly doing this vlog because I'm reading a certain book on my Kindle by a certain favorite author of mine that has not been really hitting the mark lately for me, and that is Colleen Hoover. I have started reading Verity, and this one, like, she just dropped out of nowhere. She's like, oh, by the way, I'm dropping this, like, psychological thriller out in the world in December, and then a week before it's supposed to come out, oh, guess what? I just published it. So, today is the 16th. It's been out for almost a week, and I have seen like a ton of hype for it. My sister has already read it, and maybe I can convince her to come in at the end of this vlog to give you her thoughts. And I started it this morning. Let's see if I get it. Yes. So I am 8% of the way through, and it's definitely interesting so far. I actually really like it so far, and I'm intrigued. The beginning really throws you for a loop. You're like, what is going on? And my sister was like 80% of the way through last night, and she was freaking out about something. So I don't want to say anything that's happening right now. It's just about a writer. And that's all I knew going into it, and I just knew it was crazy. So I'm going to be sharing my thoughts with you this week about it. I am also currently reading Lover Unbound by J.R. Ward. This is Vicious's story, and I love him so much. And it's taken 100 pages for him and his love interest to even meet, which is kind of annoying. But I'm 130 pages through right now. I really want to devour this, but I also want to read this. But I also had to read a book that I'm going to be giving for my gift exchange at school. So we do a book exchange with my English department, and I've decided to give, let me find where, I don't even know where I put it. That's a problem. I didn't even notice my iPad sitting there. Sorry, I was watching a video while doing stuff. I'm going to give If We Were Villains. And I don't know where I put that book, but I have to read it first before giving it, because it's like all about these people in a Shakespeare play. I forget which one, and like it's kind of a mystery where like someone's getting out of jail and you have to figure out what happened, maybe. But I heard it's really good, so I really want to read it though before I give it in the gift exchange. But I don't know where I put it, so I'm gonna have to find that book somewhere. It's not over here. This is my YA section in front of me, so it's somewhere behind me. I'm gonna find it eventually. I don't know where I would put it. I don't know, but I also want to show you, so like I'm super unsure of the shirt I'm wearing. So I got the Outlander mini box from the Bookish box, and it said it'd come with a shirt and a Bookish item for $26 plus like $3 shipping, so it's about 30 bucks. And normally their shirts are $25. So it's like, oh, that's an awesome deal. They're like, oh, we normally give out like keychains, pins, candles, all that fun stuff. And so I'm part of their Facebook group, and they were like, oh, give us your ideas about what you want to include in the boxes. And I was like, so people are giving their ideas, and someone's like, lotion from Claire. And I was like, that's stupid, because like I am very picky about my lotion and my scents, and if it was lotion, you can't like put that on your bookshelves. Guess what item they decided to include in the box? And their shirt, this is a shirt. I decided to wear it because like I bought it, right? I like the quote. It's a very good quote from Outlander, but like look how boring the shirt is. I wouldn't even be able to tell it's Outlander. And I'll show you my face now. They did a Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Thorns and Roses shirt from A Court of Frost and Starlight. Let me sit down. Their shirt for A Court of Frost and Starlight was so pretty. It has like a ring, and it's like all trees, and then it's like a pine tree with like pine cones going up the side in a circle, and there's like wolves, and it's like really pretty font. And then this is the Outlander shirt. Needless to say, I was annoyed. So I'm wearing it today though, because I feel like I have to wear it because I spent the money on it, and it's winter, so I gotta wear it. But very disappointed in the Outlander stuff. And in the Sarah J. Maas box, they got a candle. Yeah, and I get really gross smelling lotion because it's supposed to smell like Claire and like herbs and stuff that she likes. Who wears like herby scented lotion? Nobody. I like Bath and Body Works vanilla. That's what I like. And like their berry. I do not like that. I was so but I shouldn't be mad, because like I'm the one who put trust in them for buying a surprise box. But whatever. I have a lot of reading to do today, so I'll go ahead and get going. I am going to my parents' house for a majority of the day, wrapping some presents, spending time over there. And then it is exam week this week at school, so we have classes on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are exams, and then that's it. We are on winter break. So exam week, I only have 3 of exams that week, like, to give, because I only have 3 classes that actually have exams. I do teach 6 classes though, and it'll be really nice because I'm done with exams by the beginning of the second day, so I'm gonna have a lot of time to get stuff done, which I do have a whole bunch of essays to grade, 3 classes worth of essays to grade during that time. But then I'm gonna sneak in some reading time. Yeah. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Hey guys, so I know my hair is like, everything's coming out of my bun. I don't care, hair is sticking up. It is like 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's 7:40 and it is Wednesday. So last time I updated you was on Sunday. I could have sworn I updated you Monday, but I guess I didn't. It is one day until break. So, but I have had exams on Tuesday and today and tomorrow. And I only have 3 classes of mine out of my 6 that actually take an exam. So I've had a lot of extra time on my hands at school. When I'm not grading, I've graded a class of essays a day, which is just draining, and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything else after grading a whole class of essays. So I have had some time to read, and I was reading If We Are Villains by M.L. Rio, because I was going to give this in my book gift exchange that I do with my department tomorrow. Ever since I started, I think my first year we didn't do it, but then I decided to start up my second year teaching there, and so it's our 3rd year now because I've been there 4 years, and we all love it. It's super fun, and this is about a group of actors at a college like dedicated to just Shakespeare acting, and there's like some mystery going on. It starts out with like it's been 10 years since this murder happened, and he's telling the story of it. Kayla from Books and Lala loved this. I was trying to read it until before Thursday so I could wrap it and give it, and I hated it. Like, I don't get this book. It has a super high rating on Goodreads. It's like 4.2 or something crazy like that. Everybody's talking about how amazing it was. I didn't get it. I finished it and I wrapped a different book. I pulled a different book off of my shelves. I decided to get Final Girls by Riley Sager because that was a thriller I loved. There's men in this gift exchange, so I can't give my typical romance. I had to do gender neutral. But this, I just was like, it wasn't interesting. I felt like it was character driven and I hated all the characters. I knew who it was from like 40% in. So the ending was not a surprise, and I was just like annoyed. I didn't understand the character's actions, the main character, at all, and I just didn't like it. I was so bored and I was forcing myself to finish it because there was no payoff at the end. I'm like, maybe the ending is gonna shock me. Maybe the ending is where it's at, and it wasn't. It was so so boring. The Shakespeare couldn't even entertain me. They just quoted Shakespeare all the time, and I was like, guys, get a life. Like, come on. Nobody memorizes that much Shakespeare to quote it to each other. Like, really? I don't know. Even if you're like an actor in a play, don't you forget that over time? I don't know. They just like pull random lines out of nowhere to quote to each other. They just felt so pretentious, and I was just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm giving this a 2-star. I was at first gonna give it a 3, and I was like, well, maybe I just don't get it. I don't know, but like people love this, and I just didn't get it. Now, talking about quality literature, I'm halfway through Lover Unbound. I never know the names, and I am obsessed. I am so obsessed. I get this. Vicious is like so lovable, and I love him so much. And him and Jane, I think it's Jane, right? Him and Jane have such a slow burn romance. It was like 200 pages before they even finally kissed each other, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm obsessed. I love how we still see him and Butch's relationship and how adorable it is, and there's like different stuff happening with John Matthew, and I really want his book, even though I don't get it for another 3 books, and I'm kind of hating Fury right now, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about having Fury's book next. But I'm loving this. The romance is so good and everything I wanted, and Vicious is so much more than I thought it would be. I love him, and he is probably up there with Zadis and Bush. My 2 favorites are Zadis and Bush. Like, hardcore both of them. Can't even pick a favorite, and I feel like this is going to be tied with them because I love it. So, I'm going to be reading this. I have read a little bit more of Verity by Colleen Hoover, but there's nothing, like, creepy in it yet. So, it's just still straight up like, oh, this is happening. But she just got somewhere where I feel like it's going to be really creepy now. Like, something's going to happen. And I'm only 20% in, so that's going really well too, but I'll update that you more later tomorrow. I'll probably read a lot more tomorrow and sneak in some reading time at school, and tonight I'm going to be reading this. So yeah, that's my plan so far. I will definitely update you tomorrow after I see Aquaman, because I'm going tomorrow, and I'm super excited to see Aquaman because everybody loves Jason Momoa. So yeah, those are my reading plans, and I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, so yesterday I went to see Aquaman, so I didn't really update at all because I hadn't read too much since the last time I updated you on Wednesday. Aquaman was okay. I was expecting more. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and I felt like it was way too long. I thought there were too many villains and too many kind of storylines. I thought the romance was a little bit cliche, and I was not a huge fan of it. But it was still really good. I still enjoyed it, but it wasn't like amazing as I wanted it to be like Marvel movies are. But I guess that's what you get with DC, because I hated the latest Justice League. Well, I didn't hate Justice League. I mean, Justice League was okay. Batman was really bad. Batman vs. Superman, that was really bad. But I loved Wonder Woman. So, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But I did finish Lover Unbound. That's what it's called. I got it right. Lover Unbound. You guys, this was so good. So good. I posted about it on Instagram, and like so many people have been commenting about it. And so I guess there was a lot of controversy when this came out because of the ending. I was totally okay with that ending, I will say. So something happens to a character. I used to always do this, and I had not done it in such a long time. I flipped to the back of the book and made sure that person was okay. And I'm not going to say if they are or not, but I flipped to the back of the book just to see if that really happened or not, and if that was going to be the end. Because I had to know. Like, I never ever spoil books for myself anymore, but I had to, and so I did. I know. But I love this book. This is Vicious's story, and it was so good. I will say I'm very wary but kind of excited about Fury's book that's next, because Fury was like super annoying in the beginning of this, but I really liked him at the end of this. I love the romance in this though. Definitely forbidden angsty romance, which I love. Broken hero again with his past. I love, just like with Zeta's story, learning more about their pasts. That was awesome, like the flashbacks, because they're both super broken, so you got to know why. I love his relationship with Butch so much. So good. I'm tired, I'm sorry. First day of break, and I'm already gonna go to bed at like 9 o'clock, but it's okay. But it's really, really, really good, and I'm so happy I read it, and I want to read the next one now. I'll probably read it before the end of the year, honestly. And I always color, I have a page in my bullet journal coloring in the series of books, and I was like, I'm on book 5, I just finished it, like I'm trucking through the series. I have 10 books left, guys. 10 books, not including the novellas. Like, this is just like the never-ending series, but I loved it. Francesca from Under the Covers was messaging me while I was reading it, and she was like, just wait for the ending, you're gonna freak out, and I'm like, don't say that. And then she was wondering what I felt about the ending, because I guess it was super controversial about what J.R. Ward decided to do with a certain character, and I was totally okay with it. Okay, so 5 out of 5 stars, loved it. I will say I think that Zeta's, Butch, and Vicious are my 3 favorites, officially 3 favorites. I don't think I can even rank them, because like I like the one I'm currently reading and kind of forget my love the previous times, because I'm currently like obsessing over the current one. But I don't know. I still loved it. I am 25% through Verity by Colleen Hoover. I've just been reading it at the gym so far. I'm going to definitely read a lot more tonight. I would love to finish it tonight, but that's probably not going to happen because I fall asleep like really, really early. But I'm reading Verity, and nothing crazy's happened, so I'm still waiting. 25% in. Like, I feel like it's the setup for like things, and like she finds things that are creepy, but then they have a logical explanation. But I'm scared to see what's gonna happen. So yeah, I am going to my parents' house tomorrow night, so I'm gonna try to wrap up this vlog tomorrow, so I gotta finish Verity by tomorrow. I'll show you all the books I'm reading at my parents' house though. So, let's bring this over here. I'm spending 6 days at my parents' house, and I'm bringing 6 books. I don't know yet if I'm also gonna bring Voyager. I feel like since the end of the year is coming, I just have to read everything because there's so many books still on my TBR. But then I realized I have actually 600 pages left of Voyager, but I really want to read it before the end of the year. And I thought I read half of it, but I read like a little less than half of it. I'm on about 400 in this. We'll see if that happens. I am doing a video with Harlequin, and I have to read A New Leash on Love, but it's really short, so I might crack into this tomorrow. Probably finish it tomorrow. It's only 200 pages. I can read that like in no time after I finish Verity. Hopefully tonight, but probably not gonna happen. The Story of Us by Tara Civic. This also is pretty short. It's 300 pages exactly. And it's from Forever Romance, and I just really want to read it because it sounds like a really cute, emotional story about a guy who has PTSD. I think he was in the military, and he was like a prisoner of war, and always thought of her as a second chance romance too, so excited for that. Then I need to read Out of Time by Monica McCarthy. I actually just was sent a finished copy of this from Berkeley, but I like reading the arcs because they are super floppy and the spines don't crack, so I'll read this. It's the 3rd book in this Navy SEALs platoon Lost Platoon series. I believe my mother already read this. Whenever I get them, I give them to her first. And it was about like this Navy SEAL group who they were like, someone was telling their enemies where they were. So like half of them died and the other half are in hiding because they don't know who they can trust or not. And so this is book 3. Excited. Then I am gonna bring Risking It All because I really want a good romantic suspense that's like got more romance in it that I know Tessa Bailey can give me. So I'm excited for this. It's a woman who goes undercover, I think, because her brother was murdered. Yeah, so yeah. Then I want to bring Pestilence by Laura Thalassa, and this one is a Four Horsemen's romance. And I just really need to read something by her soon. And then the last one is because I'm trash and I need to finish the series, and that is Clockwork Princess. And I need to finish it. So I'm going to bring this, and it is like 600 pages long, but the font is like super big in these books, so I can read it really fast. So I probably won't read all of these at my parents' house. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'll just like hide out in the family room with all the dogs and read all week. Because my mom works the 24th and 26th, and my sister works 3 of those days. So I'm off with my dad. So we're gonna have some fun. Just hanging. Yeah, so those are my reading plans for next week, but I'm probably not gonna vlog because I'm at my parents' house, but I'll catch up with you tomorrow on what I think of Verity, which I know is what you all are probably waiting for because you all love my Colleen Hoover content and probably don't care about any of these other books, but I'll see you tomorrow. So, I haven't talked in a while, sorry. I finished Verity. I'm still just like, I can't think or speak or do anything right now. So it's almost 2. On Saturday, I wanted to stop reading and film some at 1 and start packing because I was waiting to finish all of our laundry before I started packing for the week I'm spending at my parents' house. I'm leaving for their house tonight. It's only half an hour away from where we live, but we're just spending the whole week at their house because our dogs love it and we love it, and we still have our rooms at their house. So I haven't even started packing yet. I got to a point and I was like, holy crap. Oh my god. So I just didn't stop reading. I just read all the way through. And I just knew people were like, oh, but that ending. And I was like, okay, but like this is already crazy. Like what could happen? I was like, well, it's pretty good. And I like got to the end before the epilogue and I was like, this is okay. Oh my god, guys. Like I still cannot wrap my head around what happened in this book. And I was like, it was probably a 4-star read. Like, no. Like my mind was blown away. Like, oh my god, that's all I can say. I now understand why everybody says it's their favorite book of the year. Definitely not something typical of Colleen Hoover whatsoever. It definitely does have Tarryn Fisher vibes to it, which is what people have been saying. It's very dark, very creepy. So I said I was going to finish it yesterday at night, but I was starting to get a headache and then creepy things were happening. And I was like, I can't read this at night, like alone. I can't. So I stopped reading. I was about, what, 45% of the way through by yesterday. And I read the rest today. And it was crazy. I still can't think about what happened right now. I just can't wait for my sister to wake up. She worked last night. She's waking up in about an hour. Oh, and talk to her about that craziness. Like now I get why she was like freaking out. And I'm just freaking out. If you've read it, let me know your thoughts. It's definitely a 5-star read. Not my favorite for Colleen Hoover. I still like her romantic contemporaries, but mind blown officially, and that was crazy. It is definitely the hype everyone's saying it is, and I just can't anymore. But that is this reading vlog wrap up. I know it's just me talking to a camera. I didn't really show any of my dogs or any other reading, but it's been a busy week. Yeah, but that's everything I have to share with you. I'm just like freaking out. I don't even know what to think anymore. I don't know how I'm gonna film these next 2 videos that I have to film for my channel because I'm still thinking about this book. Let me know if you read it. Let me know if you've read If We Were Villains by ML Rio, and if you've read Lover Unbound by J.R. Ward. So 2 5-star reads out of 3 in a week. Not too bad. But I hope you guys have a good Christmas, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!